Good morning, Los Angeles. My name is Zach Seidel. I'm Deputy Mayor of Communications for Mayor Karen Bass. Thank you so much for joining our 6 a.m. traffic briefing at the Department of Transportation's Traffic Management Center, where we've been providing Angelenos with up-to-date information about detours and closures to expect due to the damage of the 10 freeway. Yesterday morning was a very exciting morning for Los Angeles, as Mayor Bass, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Governor Newsom announced that all lanes of the I-10 freeway would be open before Monday morning traffic. And at about 6:30 p.m. last night, they did. Look how green that map is. I was so excited I went and I drove it myself. We exceeded the timeline by months because of the collective effort of the city, the state, and the federal government. The second the fire started, the repair began, and the city sprang into action to respond. That night, more than 100 LAFD firefighters ran towards the danger and worked diligently to put out the fire with 0 injuries. Our governor and Caltrans District 7 worked with urgency required to manage the crisis, working 24/7 to fix the freeway. The federal government stood with us every step of the way, including by providing millions in quick relief emergency funding to offset initial costs. As the Vice President said yesterday, the work that happened here is extraordinary. It was possible with the will and ambition of the workers on the ground and their commitment as public servants and as union members to get this done and deliver for the people of Los Angeles. The mayor was at the site of the fire the same day that it was put out and returned to the burn site and surrounding area every single day until the freeway was reopened. On Sunday night, she directed the Emergency Management Department, a week ago Sunday, she directed the Emergency Management Department to issue a wireless emergency alert to ensure that Angelenos were aware of the closure, a decision that has been credited for avoiding what could have been mass confusion and congestion on Monday morning. First thing Monday morning, the mayor's Business and Economic Development Office and her Office of Community Engagement responded to the scene to survey neighbors and businesses in the area. Her Office of Housing and Homelessness Solutions responded to bring unhoused Angelenos in the area inside rather than old practices of just moving folks down the street as work commenced. Throughout the week, the mayor implored Angelenos to take Metro. She wrote it herself, as did staff, as we sent out on Friday, and surveyed traffic from the air with LAFD Chief Kristen Crowley to see both morning and evening rush hour traffic. The mayor has been hands-on throughout the week. Throughout it all, she directed the Department of Transportation to take active steps to mitigate traffic, especially as rain approached. We deployed additional white glove traffic officers to surface streets. We made more lanes available on surface streets and at one point literally added a left turn lane at one of the most impacted intersections. We made public transportation routes along the 10 faster. We made DOT buses free and more. On Friday, Mayor Bass stood alongside downtown business owners and leaders and announced that the following support and resources have been made available for businesses impacted by the 10 closure and are still available today. The Economic Workforce and Development Department launched a micro enterprise grant program. Applications remain open until midnight, December 10th. The city's business source centers are actively assessing and surveying businesses in the area, and Mayor Bass also directed the establishment of a proactive local business assistance resource center that will be open today from 10 to 4 at Young's Market Company for all businesses that have been impacted. We took urgent, continuous efforts to expedite the repair and alleviate the traffic impacts of the closure on communities and commuters alongside state and local leaders, and that shows this morning, the Monday before Thanksgiving, like I said, looking at that green map here. So we'll start with remarks from Mayor's Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure, Randall Winston, who's going to tell you steps that the city is taking to continue to alleviate traffic as repairs under the freeway continue, as well as the effort that the mayor led along the way. After Deputy Mayor Winston, we will hear from General Manager of the Department of Transportation, Laura Rubio Cornejo, to speak from the board about the ongoing minor traffic closures that might impact Angelenos this morning. Following that, we'll hear from Monica Bolden, Deputy Chief of Customer Experience for Metro, to discuss action taken to expand ridership. We'll then hear from Rafael Molina, Deputy Director of Caltrans Division of Traffic, to talk about safety measures taken to get the freeway back up and running, and what you might expect in upcoming weeks. After that, we'll take questions, and then at 6:20 we'll hear remarks in Spanish from Metro and DOT. And one thing that I just want to make sure is clear is that this freeway is opening because it is safe. There are also continuous efforts that I hope that our partners at Caltrans will touch on to ensure that we are actively monitoring the freeway as morning traffic continues. And so, Angelenos should rest assured that the freeway is open and the freeway is safe, and we're excited about it. And with that, I'll give it to Randall Winston.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Seidel, and good morning, Angelenos. A good Monday morning it is. My name is Randall Winston, Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure for Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. I just have a few updates for you this Monday morning as we move forward with an open I-10. First, the Alameda exit will remain closed in the westbound direction, as well as the 8th Street on-ramp to the I-10 West. Second, traffic officers and engineers continue to staff the area to ensure smooth traffic flow. And LADOT installed a protected left turn lane at Alameda and Olympic to reduce congestion at the intersection. Now, I know Laura behind me will give a more in-depth explanation on your routes and detours for this morning and in the upcoming weeks. So, let me introduce Department of Transportation General Manager Laura Rubio Cornejo, who will do just that, tell you all more about what they can expect as you make your way this morning through downtown Los Angeles and beyond. But just before that, on behalf of Mayor Bass, I want to again thank all of the departments and partners who've worked so tirelessly to bring us here today. LADOT, Metro, Caltrans, and so many others. Thank you all again. And without further ado, Laura.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Winston. Good morning. I'm Laura Rubio Cornejo, General Manager of the Los Angeles Department of Transportation. We are so excited to announce that cars can now safely travel on the I-10 freeway in downtown Los Angeles. Yes, the 10 is open. There are, however, still some freeway ramp and surface street closures around the construction site where repair work is in progress. And give me a moment, I will walk you through those. The 8th Street entrance to the 10 West remains closed this morning. If you need to access the 10 westbound, please use the Alameda on-ramp, which you can access via Santa Fe and Olympic. That will connect you via Santa Fe south to Olympic west. That will connect you to the Alameda and westbound entrance. The Alameda exit remains from the west, also remains closed. You can instead exit at Mateo and Santa Fe or onto 16th Street and Central. All remaining westbound entrances and exits of the 10 are open, and all entrances and exits to the 10 eastbound are open. Through traffic is allowed in both directions. On surface streets, 14th Street is closed between Alameda and Elwood as crews continue repair work under the freeway. Traffic officers and engineers continue to staff the area to ensure smooth traffic flow, and LADOT installed a protected left turn at Alameda and Olympic to reduce congestion at the intersection. I want to take a moment to thank all Angelenos who exhibited patience and cooperation throughout this closure. Recovery and repair efforts are underway, and we continue to ask you to drive carefully at all times, especially if traveling in or around the construction area. And please heed traffic officer instructions. I also want to take this opportunity to remind you that public transportation via Metro, Dash, or our free commuter express remains an excellent option and a way to avoid reduced traffic congestion. Finally, as General Manager for the Department of Transportation, I'd like to thank LADOT staff who have been on the ground in all kinds of weather, rain, sun. Had there been snow, they would have been out there putting in long hours in order to be able to help you through this crisis. All of us at LADOT are proud to serve the city, and we look forward to the continued work of moving our city forward. Thank you. I would now like to welcome up Rafael Molina, the Deputy District Director of Caltrans's Division of Traffic.
Thank you, General Manager. Good morning, everyone. I'm Rafael Molina. I'm the Deputy District Director for the Division of Traffic Operations at Caltrans here in Los Angeles. As I begin my remarks today, I'd like to first of all wish you and your families a happy Thanksgiving Day week holiday coming up. As we all heard, Interstate 10 is open. That's such great news. Let me say that one more time. Interstate 10 is open. In fact, it was open last night ahead of schedule. You may recall that the original estimate to reopen the freeway was about 3 to 5 weeks, and we were able to accomplish that in just a matter of days. We were able to accomplish that through the hard work of tireless individuals working in the field, making sure that we were able to deliver this ahead of schedule. As the governor noted yesterday, we were planning on opening the freeway in time for this Monday's morning commute, and that was accomplished. That was accomplished through, again, the hard work of the individuals in the field, as well as the collaboration and support of the various government entities that worked on this closure, being local, state, and federal. The collaboration was truly seamless. The closures that we have today were previously discussed, but again, Alameda westbound off-ramp is still closed. Lawrence Street under the freeway is still closed as we continue our repairs. As it relates to freight and good movement, extra heavy loads on the 10 freeway in this segment are not allowed, so please keep that in mind. If you discovered transit during this closure, we encourage you to continue using transit, at least for a portion of your commute experiences if you can't do it continuously. Again, I'd like to thank all of the individuals that made getting over this closure possible, from the individuals that worked in the field, as well as our transportation partners here this morning. And again, this wouldn't have happened without everybody's support and collaboration, including you out there in TV land. Again, we continue to monitor traffic and safety, both real-time and in person, remotely from our Los Angeles Regional Transportation Management Center, and we're seeking forward to making sure that your commute experiences are safe and efficient. With that, I'd like to introduce Monica with LA Metro.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Monica Bolden, Deputy Chief of Customer Experience for Metro. We'd like to thank Mayor Bass, Governor Newsom, and our state and federal partners for their leadership throughout the I-10 crisis and congratulate them and our partners at Caltrans for the speedy repairs. We'd also like to thank the Mayor and LADOT for helping to make the A and E lines faster as they travel through the city of Los Angeles. We were pleased we were able to maintain and improve our on-time performance, especially on the E line that travels through the downtown core parallel to the 10. Now, I'd like to thank everybody who took Metro to see the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Chargers, as well as the UCLA and USC game at the Coliseum over the weekend. And I'm hopeful that those of you who have tried us for the first time realize that taking transit is affordable. At $1.75 a trip and no more than $5 a day, as well as less stressful than sitting in LA's infamous traffic. And I'm here to remind you that this Thanksgiving week, the traffic is expected to be miserable. AAA is projecting that 3.9 million people will be driving to their Thanksgiving destination this year. That's more than in 2019. So for those of you staying in Los Angeles this week to see your friends and your family and generally start to enjoy the holiday season, Metro is a better option. There's so much to do this week, and here's how to get there by going Metro. Because today, there's the 8th annual tree lighting ceremony at LA Union Station. So if you're already downtown, come over to LA Union Station to enjoy the fun. LA Union Station is accessible directly on the Metro A, B, D, and J lines, or just one transfer from the C, G, and E lines. For more holiday fun, you can go to Pershing Square Ice Rink, which you can access through the B line subway just at the Pershing Square exit. And there's also at the Block in downtown LA, Sparkle, Downtown LA Light Show, which can be accessed from the 7th and Metro Station. We also have a lot of NBA basketball at Crypto.com this week, which you can get to by the A and the E lines. Just exit at the Pico Station. The Lakers are at home on Tuesday and Wednesday, and the Clippers are at home on Friday and Saturday. And then for your football fans, UCLA plays Cal for their final regular season game on Saturday night at the Rose Bowl. Remember, this is UCLA's last season in the the Pac-12 too. You can go Metro to the Rose Bowl by taking the A line, exit Memorial Park Station, and take the free shuttle to the stadium. And on Sunday, the Chargers are hosting the Ravens, so we'll be running free shuttles from the C line Hawthorne Lennox Station. And finally, if you're one to embrace a little bit of irony, why not take Metro to the LA Auto Show at the LA Convention Center? It's in town through Sunday. So visit Metro or use Transit, Google, or Move It apps to plan your trips. Or you can call 323-GO-METRO for help. And while you're on your journey, look out for our Metro ambassadors dressed in their bright green shirts. They're ready to help you. Thanks again for those of you who already go Metro, and we invite everyone to hop aboard this holiday season. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to take a few questions, and then at 6:20 we're going to have to go live with Spanish. So, Anna, do you have a question?
Yeah, how much did this cost taxpayers total on the local, state, and federal level?
That's a great question. I think we're right now still trying to figure that out. I know Governor Gavin Newsom announced yesterday that the federal level was going to be helping with reimbursement, so that's definitely something that we'll provide when we have it.
Okay, and then also there's signs for no extra weight trucks. Is that just out of a complete abundance of caution?
Yes, that is correct. Generally speaking, prior to the fire, extra weight trucks were not allowed on this segment of the 10 freeway. So this is just an opportunity to remind folks of the freight industry that they're still not allowed. So yes, out of abundance for caution.
What's an extra freight truck? What's the weight on that? What's the limit?
I don't remember the tonnage on that, but it's much heavier than a typical 18-wheeler. So these are trucks that have extra capacity on them, extra weight.
What will the incremental closures look like, and what can commuters expect going forward? I know part of this fixture is that it's temporarily fixed, and then you can start going in and making those permanent fixes. So what's that going to look like?
Sure. A lot of the work is actually going to be happening underneath the roadbed, if you will, underneath the structure. If there is work that needs to be done on the deck itself, that will likely be accomplished through evening closures like we do have throughout the state, throughout the district. So the disruption to the public moving forward should be pretty minimal at this point. At least that's the expectation.
Buenos días. Mi nombre es Laura Rubio Cornejo, gerente general del Departamento de Transporte de Los Ángeles. Ayer fue un día emocionante para Los Ángeles, ya que la alcaldesa Bass, la vicepresidenta Harris y el gobernador Newsom anunciaron que todos los carriles de la autopista 10 ya están abiertos y lo han estado desde anoche. Superamos las expectativas de tiempo por meses y solo pudimos reabrir tan rápido debido al esfuerzo colectivo de la ciudad, el estado y el gobierno federal. Pero aún así, queremos que los angelinos estén informados de los cierres de tráfico menores en curso que podrán afectarlos esta mañana. Para empezar, la calle 8 en la autopista 10 Oeste permanece cerrada esta mañana. Si necesita acceder el 10 en la dirección oeste, utilice la rampa entrada de Alameda, la que se puede acceder a través de Santa Fe Sur hacia Olympic Oeste. Esa la conectará con Alameda y la entrada hacia el oeste. La salida de Alameda de la autopista 10 Oeste también permanece cerrada. En su lugar puede salir en la salida de Mateo y la calle 10 y Santa Fe o en la calle 16 y Central. Todas las entradas y salidas restantes de la 10 en dirección oeste están abiertas y todas las entradas y salidas de la 10 en dirección este están abiertas. El tráfico en tránsito está permitido en ambas direcciones. En cuanto a las calles de la superficie, la calle 14 está cerrada entre Alameda y Elwood, mientras las cuadrillas continúan los trabajos de reparación debajo de la autopista 10. Los oficiales de tránsito y los ingenieros continúan dotando de personal al área para garantizar un flujo de tráfico fluido y LADOT instaló un carril protegido para girar a la izquierda en Alameda y Olympic para reducir la congestión en la intersección. Quiero agradecer a todos los angelinos que mostraron paciencia y cooperación durante este cierre. Los esfuerzos de recuperación y reparación están en marcha y continuamos pidiéndoles que conduzcan con cuidado en todo momento, especialmente si viajan dentro o alrededor del área de construcción y que presten atención a las instrucciones de los oficiales de tránsito. También quiero aprovechar esta oportunidad para recordarles que el transporte público a través de Metro, Dash o nuestro servicio gratuito Commuter Express sigue siendo una excelente opción y una forma de evitar y reducir la congestión de tráfico. Finalmente, como gerente general del Departamento de Transporte, me gustaría agradecer al personal de LADOT que ha estado en el terreno en todo tipo de clima desde el primer día de esta crisis. Todos nosotros en el Departamento de Transporte estamos orgullosos de servir a la ciudad y esperamos continuar el trabajo de hacer avanzar a nuestra ciudad. Gracias. Y ahora me gustaría presentarles a Maylene Meeting de Metro.
Gracias. Buenos días, Los Ángeles. Mi nombre es Maylene Mitten, de la Oficina de Comunicaciones de Metro. Antes que todo, nos gustaría agradecer a la alcaldesa Bass, al gobernador Newsom y a nuestros socios estatales y federales por su liderazgo durante la crisis generada por la autopista 10 y felicitarlos a ellos y a nuestros socios de Caltrans por las rápidas reparaciones. También nos gustaría agradecer a la alcaldesa y al LADOT por ayudar a que nuestras líneas A y E puedan ir más rápido al viajar por la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Nos alegró poder mantener y también mejorar nuestra puntualidad, especialmente en la línea E, que viaja a través del centro y de forma paralela a la autopista 10. Hemos aprendido a través de esta experiencia. Ahora me gustaría agradecer a todos los que tomaron Metro para ir a ver a los Clippers, a los Lakers y a los Chargers, así como presenciar el juego entre UCLA y USC en el Coliseum durante el fin de semana. Espero que aquellos de ustedes que probaron nuestro servicio por primera vez hayan podido percatarse de que tomar el transporte público es algo asequible, a solo $1.75 por viaje y no más de $5 al día. Además de que es menos estresante que estar sentado en el conocido tráfico de Los Ángeles. Y estoy aquí para recordarles que esta semana de Acción de Gracias se espera que el tráfico sea terrible. AAA proyecta que 3.9 millones de personas conducirán para llegar a su destino en Acción de Gracias este año. Eso es más de lo reportado en 2019. Entonces, para aquellos de ustedes que se quedarán en la ciudad angelina esta semana para ver a sus amigos, familiares y en general comenzar a disfrutar de la temporada navideña, Metro es una mejor opción. Hay mucho que hacer esta semana y así es como puedes llegar a diversos lugares en Metro. Tan solo hoy se lleva a cabo la ceremonia anual para encender el árbol navideño en Union Station. Será a las 6 de la tarde. Entonces, si ya estás en el centro, ven a Union Station para disfrutar de esta diversión. Puedes acceder directamente a Union Station con las líneas A, B, D y J o de Metro o con un solo transbordo desde las líneas C, G y E. Para divertirte más durante las vacaciones, otra opción es ir a la pista de patinaje sobre hielo que está en Pershing Square. Puedes acceder a ella con la línea B de Metro al bajar en la estación Pershing Square, o puedes tomar la línea E desde el este de Los Ángeles o desde Santa Mónica, o la línea A desde Azusa o Long Beach, y hacer el transbordo a la línea B en la calle 7 y Metro. También puedes acceder al espectáculo de luces Sparkle DTLA en The Block al llegar a la estación de la calle 7 y Metro. Tenemos mucho baloncesto en la arena Crypto esta semana, al que puedes llegar desde las líneas A y E de Metro y tan solo bajarte en la estación Pico. Los Lakers están en casa este martes y miércoles y los Clippers el viernes y el sábado. UCLA juega contra Cal en su último partido de la temporada regular el sábado por la noche en el Rose Bowl. Recuerda que esta es la última temporada de UCLA en el Pac-12. Puedes ir en metro hacia el Rose Bowl al tomar la línea A y bajar en la estación Memorial Park y tomar el servicio de traslado gratuito rumbo al estadio. Y el domingo, los Chargers recibirán a los Ravens. Por lo tanto, ofreceremos transporte gratuito desde la estación Hawthorne Lenox desde la línea C. Finalmente, si te gusta la ironía, ¿por qué no tomar metro hasta el Auto Show de Los Ángeles, que va a estar en el Convention Center, en el centro de convenciones, hasta el domingo? Visita metro.net o utiliza las aplicaciones Transit, Movit o Google Maps para planificar tus viajes. También puedes llamar al 323-GO-METRO para obtener ayuda. Y mientras viajas con nosotros, no dudes en buscar a los embajadores de Metro, quienes visten una playera verde limón. Ellos están listos para ayudarte a llegar a tu destino. Gracias nuevamente a aquellos que viajaron con Metro. Invitamos a los demás a bordo para comenzar esta temporada navideña. Gracias.